Hello, everybody. So, for today, I'm gonna be doing the usual gameplay, but I'm also gonna rant about life. Um, but basically, what I wanted to talk about, first and foremost, Instagram is such a broken motherfrickin' social media platform. And what I mean by that is that it is very, very finicky when it comes to account stuff. Like it's incredibly hard to log back into an account that like you've been away from for a while. That's like kind of I don't want to say glitched out necessarily, but just out of commission, for lack of a better word, due to the fact that maybe you forgot your password or something, or you logged out. Okay, well, people are gonna call me stupid for saying, "Oh, I forgot my password." Yes, that is very dumb. But like sometimes stuff happens, and for whatever reason, you're unable to access your Instagram account. And that's what the frick happened to me earlier today, because I wasn't able to get into one of my frickin' Instagram accounts. It was annoying. I will not share with you my Instagram account, purely because I would like to keep some level of separation between my different social media platforms until I'm at a place where I feel comfortable enough making my own social media platform purely for this YouTube channel. But gameplay-wise, these Guard-Shrooms are really, really interesting. Like, wow. I did not... Okay, first of all, I did not see that zombie pass through in the bottom left corner over there. Not really corner, like above the corner. You know what I mean. But yeah, Guard-Shrooms are surprisingly very dynamic. Like, what the heck is even happening? I can barely wrap my head around it. Look at them go. And we got the little guy eating the zombie. That's crazy. Apparently the little guys are kind of weak, though, because it looked like that one zombie ate it in one bite. So that's pretty weird. Oh, there you go. He's dead. Wait, did he die because of the little guy that the Guard-Shrooms are producing? I'm going to have to look at the footage. That's pretty wild. Also, I'm losing horribly because of course I am. It's just par for the course with these commentary videos at this point. But what are you going to do? That's life. Things happen, and you just gotta roll with it. Maybe I can make some sort of last-minute rally? I don't know, man. To be honest, I haven't exactly been putting the most thought into this level, purely because of my ranting on the side. Yeah, no, there's no way I'm beating this. That kind of sucks. No, it doesn't actually suck. I couldn't care less. It's just mildly disappointing, I guess. Not even, it's just, happens. We lose once in a while. But that's what makes the victories all the more enjoyable. Alright, we got one more. But the second thing I wanted to rant about is one of my teachers. So I have an art class that I'm in. Wait, hold on, I just want to check if I'm recording. Okay, good. Sometimes I like start and I forget to record, but luckily it didn't happen here. But anyways, okay, first of all, let's see what better plants we can pick. We gotta go a little bit better with the sun produces here. Perhaps also Ail-mint. That does not get the job done. I don't even need Fume-shroom, but Enlightenment and Sun-shroom, you cannot fail with that combo. It makes probably the most sun you could possibly get with just world sun producers and Enlightenment. So make sure to take advantage of that if you can. But yeah, back to the rant. So I just want to preface this. If you're easily triggered by certain recent events in the real world that have been very troubling regarding a two-letter phrase with multiple vowels, if something like that triggers you, then leave right now. I do not want to make you upset, because that's the type of thing that I hear a lot and it makes me upset, but I'm going to say what it is in 3, 2, 1. It's AI. AI is an absolute piece of garbage. I hate AI. It's terrible. I don't actually hate it. I love to say I hate it, and it's so hard not to say I hate it. I understand it has, a few uses here and there, once in a while, but it's just been completely freaking overblown. Just all over every single platform on the internet. It's like, ooh, the wonderful, whimsical, beautiful AI. Open up. We're going to shove it deep down your throat, and you have to enjoy it. Ooh, AI, we love AI. It's just an absolute load of bologna sandwiches. And not the good kind, okay? The rotten, disgusting, moldy, maggot-infested kind. That gives maggots a bad name. It's like just death and destruction all around. It's not really, but it kind of is for someone like me, because I like art, and I'm a little bit scared of AI, to be honest. I don't know if you could tell from what I've been saying earlier about it, but yeah, no, I don't like it. It's very, very upsetting for me. It makes my tummy feel sad when people talk about it. And my art professor, he does not shut up about it. He hasn't really said whether he likes it or not. Which is all right. I mean, the fact that he says if you use AI in your assignments, you are limited to a C. So, you know what? That's a W right there. But otherwise, he just keeps talking about it. I really cannot say if he likes it or not, because sometimes the man is just like, he's just like, oh, look at all of these AI products that you can use in art. They are really cool and awesome, and if you are going to use them one day, perhaps. And then a student will be like, but professor, you really think I could use this to have a feasible career and not mess up in any way, shape, or form? And he's like, oh, no, not at all. But it's extremely powerful, and it can do all these things at the press of a button. But nah, it probably won't replace your job. So he says. He's just so inconsistent. That's the thing. It's like it makes me very upset with how inconsistent he is. He's like, oh, AI is amazing. You can do all these things. But you shouldn't use it. Make up your goddamn mind. If you're gonna love AI. Just don't tease me with the possibility of you not liking it. I don't know. I kind of suck at explaining things sometimes. But you know what? I just wanted to get this point across, because it's the type of thing that makes me very upset. Makes me really, really, really upset to hear about AI. And I was doing great for a while. I was like, AI can't touch me. But all of a sudden, professor's like, oh, well, you can use AI to do this and that and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, shut the frick up. I don't care. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. You are in a class filled with art students. You have to realize that maybe, just maybe, there's a student here and there that does not want to hear about it because they don't like the idea of it wrecking their career. To be completely honest, I'm sort of leaning towards the optimist end of the spectrum. Because honestly, first of all, it's not worth worrying about right now. If it doesn't have to affect me right now, then why worry about it? You know what I mean? But I mean, there's always a possibility that it could creep up on me in the future, on my future career, like a little itsy bitsy whatever, and screw me over big time. Once again, I'm sort of leaning towards that not happening, but nothing's off the table. Very, very unfortunately. Yeah, pretty unfortunately. But really, that was mostly a rant about AI. But the other half of it, in regards to my professor, he's a bit of a quirky fellow, let's say. I don't think he knows how to teach. Like, I know you're supposed to respect your elders, and I think a lot of elders are really freaking smart and awesome and know what they're doing and are filled with wisdom. But this guy, despite that, he's just kind of a bumblefrick. He's, I'm sure you've heard of the term and then you end with the CK. I don't know why. Sometimes I curse, sometimes I don't. Today I'm deciding not to curse. But you know what I mean. He's just very disorganized and goofy, and not in a good way. He's not the lovable Goofy, he's like the annoying Goofy. He thinks that he's a lovable Goofy, but he's just like... And he always goes on tangents. Most of the class, I had to look up everything that I had to learn, because this man does not know how to teach. Thank God I have relatives that are able to help me with the class, because it's really hard. I'm just going to say it, it's a 3D modeling class, okay? I'm sure that's not disclosing too much information about my life. But 3D modeling, it's kind of it's interesting, and I think it's really cool, but it's not for me, unfortunately. I don't know, it's just kind of a pain in the butt to deal with, you know what I mean? But either way, this guy, it was very, very inconvenient that in one of the toughest classes, the professor just he just fumbled, I don't know if he fumbled the ball for everyone, but he kind of fumbled the ball for me. I know that sounds really, really, really entitled. I'm kind of, you could call me a jerk for saying that, honestly. I think I deserve it, but I just was not getting as much as I should out of the class. And, there'd be sometimes, I think the worst of it, though, the worst he's been, though, that I actually think is completely justified in me saying that he's like a crappy professor, is when, like, I need help, right? A lot of times I need help, because I'm kind of a doofy guy. I'm not exactly the brightest bulb in the tanning bed or whatever you call it. So I ask for help a lot. That's just the way it is for me. And there'll be times where the man is just lazy. And I'm not hyperbolizing. The man literally goes, yeah, but I've worked pretty hard today. I think I deserve this break. And I am not exaggerating. That is actually what he said. I know who I am. I know I exaggerate a lot of the time. But this time, I am not exaggerating. He actually says that. But this day, he had a different excuse for not helping me. And on the final project, no less, I was like, Professor, I'm having trouble with blah, blah, blah. Could you please help me just real quick? And a lot of times, excuse my burpness, but sometimes I ask him just something kind of small, you know, like a simple little question. And I'll just be like, hey, could you help me out real quick? And he was like, you're kind of on your own, kid. He didn't actually say kid, but he's like, you're kind of on your own for this one. We're doing a critique right now. I can't help you. And it's like, well, whoop-de-frickin-do. Gotta do this all by myself again, all because Professor just didn't feel like helping. And yes, I know, there was a critique, and the professor had to attend to the critique, and, you know, that's fair. There's other students that deserve that sort of treatment. But at the same time, you know, it's not like him helping me takes away from the critique. Like, the other kids could critique the other assignments amongst themselves while he just kind of like helps me real quick. But this man's like, sorry, my hands are kind of tied right now. You're on your own. Sorry. Just thought I'd add this in last second. There was also a time where the professor was like showing kids VR in the back of the classroom, and he was just off in his goofy VR land, just walking around aimlessly in the back of the classroom, just like, ooh, look at this, kids. You can do 3D modeling in VR. Wow. Like, big freaking deal. And that was one of the excuses he had to just completely blow me off. So, yeah, thanks, Professor. Really freaking cool of you. And he just looks at me with the most expressionless face as well. Like he's a freaking robot. Actually, no, there is a bit of expression on his face. Just this look. I don't even know how to express, just a look. Like, he's very slightly entertained. Okay, I'm sorry for adding in another dumb thing last second. But what I mean when I say that he's slightly entertained, I mean in the sense that, like, he's very smug about, like, being the big, powerful boss of the classroom and just being like, I don't have to help you because I'm the big boss. You don't have to push me around like that. That's what I mean. I hope that made things make a little bit more sense. I'm goofy. I'm dumb. But yeah, long story short, the professor's a jerk. You know the Family Guy look, where the characters just have the completely expressionless face, but they also look like they're kind of done with life at the same time? That's the best way I can describe this man's expression. I guess I'll put up a picture so you know what I mean. But that's basically how he looked at me. But honestly, dude, that's all I have to say for this episode. I just wanted to rant a little bit. In summary, Instagram is broken. AI sucks, in my opinion. And it should be in everyone else's opinion as well. But, you know, we all have a right to our own opinion. And then my professor's just a jerk. He's not really that much of a jerk. He has his good moments. Don't get me wrong. But the times where he's bad, oh, it's aggravating. But enough of me being entitled and like a drama queen. I'm gonna let y'all go. See you around. Thank you so much for watching and listening to my rants. Have a wonderful day or night. Peace. Also, Professor, if you're hearing this right now, please don't use it to screw me over in the future.